picking it out. I imagine that just being like a room full of just all this balled up energy. Like I just imagine him like sitting in a room trying to write a song with him. Uh, how was that? How did that go?
Yeah, well, as a kid from Geraldine, man, I mean, Ted Nugent occupied so much of my record collection in high school. I saw Ted in Huntsville at the Civic Center, I think 3 times between 79 and 82. Um, Ted is a fierce guitar player. He's one of
Oh
the
yeah,
greatest rock guitar players of all
hell yeah.
time. And, you know, it's it is not by accident that he, that there are other things about Ted that are a distraction. That's all calculated. That's
Sure,
exactly how he wants it
he's
to
a
be.
genius.
And I don't ever get sucked into that, man.
Yeah.
When Ted and I get together, it's all about family and it's all about music.
Oh yeah.
We've had a couple conversations about politics. Ted and I do not agree on lots of things, but we can have a very respectful discussion. I mean, as respectful as you can have. Ted is completely deaf in one ear, Andrew. True story. He's totally deaf. Not sort of deaf. One ear is just gone.
Gone.
So you have to make sure you're sitting on the side of him with the good ear. Because if he can't hear you, which he barely can anyway, then what he's going to do is talk over you.
Yeah, yeah.
And and then you can't get a word in edgewise. So I was able to figure that out pretty quick. So I make sure I sit on the good side so he'll at least hear what I'm having to say. And but again, man, it's all family and music with him and I. So um we wrote a couple things together with Jack, for that Damn Yankees record. But I went to Ted's house after that Damn Yankees because he wanted me to come and write for a solo record. And the song that is on his record that we did together is a song called I Won't Go Away. And all it was, man, was I had ripped off a Ted Nugent guitar lick from like, Snakeskin Cowboys or Somebody Get Me a Doctor, something off of that live record that I listened to 1,000 times as a kid. And I just said, "Hey Ted, I got this riff, check it out." So for Ted Nugent to hear me play guitar and go, "Johnson, I like that. I like that, son. Let's write that. We're gonna write something around that." Come on, man. It's just so fucking awesome.
It
Uh,
is. Really
that's
is.
one of my it's one of my greatest that's one of my favorite memories about the damn Yankees is Jack Blades, who's awesome. I mean, Jack used to just take the shit out of Ted. Like they would just, you know,
I can imagine.
all in love and good sport. But, Jack wouldn't cut him any slack. It's like, Ted, get out of here with your bow and arrow, man. Nobody wants, you know. But but Jack said one time, he goes, "Yeah, Damon, it's a challenge to write with Ted because he's just every time he shows up to write songs, it's another variation on that riff to Great White Buffalo."
So-
So
oh man.
I took I took that to heart, Andrew. So before I went to Ted's house, I'm like, I'm gonna listen to Great White Buffalo some more before I get there.
There
And
you go.
sure enough, man, the riff I played him was kind of in that orbit. And Ted goes, "Oh, I like that."
That's the greatest story ever.